Okay, we got to get you some more distance in your golf game. Okay, you've been looking at all this content on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and trying to figure out how you can squeeze out 5 or 10 more yards. And I know you got the latest driver and you've got all the best technology, and you're still not getting the distance that you're looking for. And the reason that is because you're forgetting about one very important thing, and that is the hands and how they're applying pressure to the handle of the golf club, and how that pressure is controlling the dynamics of how the club head is pivoting, lagging, and releasing relative to your body. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through a couple key things that I always talk about with every single one of my students and all of our students we have here at Claw to create the most amount of speed of the club head at impact. See, when we look at the golfers that are hitting the ball the furthest, they don't have more time. The club is just traveling further and faster relative to their body. Now, the reason that's happening is because of two main things. Number one is that when they're taking the club back, the handle is moving very fast. Okay, this is getting the pressure shifted into the trail heel. This is getting the fingers set back of the palm. This is beginning the proper pivoting action of the body and the club. But there has to be some control to this. You have to maintain consistent push pressure of your hands against the handle as you kind of snatch that club back. It's not like we can just roll it inside or handle in, club head out. We want to feel like everything is contained with this heel to toe relationship within our hands. And that's why we talk so much about lead hand pushing down on the handle, trail palm pushing down against lead thumb knuckle, because that creates this nice clamp of the hands on the handle. So when we initiate the swing properly, the club head is going to begin to pivot back of the handle. We're trying to keep everything right in line with the hands, with the club head and the toe being slightly toe up. Say, think about the V's of your hands, right? V's pointing at the trail shoulder. If I take the club back, snatch that back and feel just a slight bit of rotation, you're going to see those V's are now going to be pointing away from the target. That's what we're looking for. That's the proper initiation of the swing. Okay, you're getting some stretch of that handle away from the ball as well. This is creating some nice width and a good foundation to where as we're coming down into the ball, we're going to be able to get that club head accelerating very, very fast at impact. Okay, and there's something that's happening at impact that not a lot of people are talking about. And what that is, and I'm going to use our latest training aid, the claw ball, to demonstrate that, is that if you imagine if I've got you in a good position here at the takeaway, we got good stretch, good rotation. You can see the club face here kind of rotating clockwise while I'm maintaining this push pressure. If I took you up to the top of the swing, got good extension, so hands are nice and high here, and I told you, from this position, if I handed you a beach ball and I said, okay, there's a pool of water down here just about waist high, and I want you to take this beach ball and I want you to push and dunk that beach ball in that water. You're going to feel, in order to do that, you're going to feel like your hands are pushing out away from you and then down towards the ground. That's the motion that's happening to create the proper stopping of the handle at impact. And the stopping of the handle is what catapults the club head and gets it moving its fastest at impact. From the testing that we've seen, if you just keep the handle moving, keep the trail shoulder moving, and just rotating, that's not putting the brakes on the handle to catapult that club head, okay? Think about cracking a whip or whipping a wet towel. It has to hit a stopping point to send and transfer all that energy to its target, okay? And that's the same thing that we're feeling in the golf swing. So if I grab a driver here and just feel what I'm saying with, got my good grip, pushing down on the handle, got my good setup, feeling nice and dynamic, grip pressures firmer than people think, and we got a lot of content coming soon on that with grip pressure, but I'm feeling very dynamic right here, okay? I felt this when I was using that claw ball. Now as I go back, I'm just gonna feel good stretch, feel the finger set back of the palm, and then as I'm coming through, really feeling like I'm putting the brakes on that handle. Remember, when that trail arm goes from bent to straight. You take that beach ball, dunk it in the water. That is creating a lot of force and energy being applied to the handle with that trail hand. That is what's getting the club to accelerate away from the body. It's almost like a hockey player, trail hand pushing this way, lead hand pulling this way. That's getting that club head to just catapult away from your body. So speed up that takeaway, get the fingers back of the palm, and then as you're coming through, feel like those fingers are passing the palm, okay? That's gonna keep those V's pointing back away from the target and really getting that club head to speed up, creating maximum transfer of energy. So feeling like I'm kind of getting my grip pressure good, little waggle, getting some speed going here, and then off we go. Hit that really well, good amount of speed, almost 170 ball speed. 315, I mean, I'm really happy with those numbers. 2,300 backspin, 168 ball speed. Whew, I mean, just dynamic. I really feel, I mean, I do so much work with my claw ball, and I'm just always trying to feel the momentum of this thing just swinging me and just being an athlete, okay? I'm not worried so much about rotary movement here, rotary movement here. I'm trying to push into the ground and push into whatever I'm holding, whether it's a claw ball or a golf club. Just trying to create maximum speed of the handle to initiate the swing, and then putting the brakes on that handle, feeling like my trail shoulder staying back, and then catapulting that thing away from my body. Remember, the club head has to be moving faster than the body. That's where all the speed comes in. See? So just snatch it back, whip that thing through. You could take the club, flip it over, snatch it back, boom. Feel like you're whipping that thing away from your trail shoulder. It's like you're trying to get the club head as far away from this shoulder and this hip as possible, okay? If you start going together, that's a recipe for swinging really, really slow, and we don't want that here at Claw. I'm using my claw ball every day to just work on getting this speed, using my compact club to really get the proper hand to handle the face awareness. But I mean, we're athletes here. We're trying to create speed, we're trying to transfer energy, and we're trying to do that with some control and with some consistency. So hope this video makes a lot of sense for you. Got a lot of content coming on everything that we figured out when we started collecting the data on what the hands are doing in the swing. This is all extremely important, and in my opinion, it's just not being talked about enough. So I'm gonna get as loud as possible to really bring as much awareness to everybody out there on the hand to handle the face relationship and how the hands are everything.